Hey folks, welcome to the Trader Hot Seat. If you are new to trading and you're trying to find your footing, you have come to the right place. Surely by now you are familiar with these sorts of YouTube traders, these sorts of crazy looking thumbnails, flashy, might be flashing money at you. Here's one, 100% winning rate that nobody knows except for this guy. They'll often backtest a strategy about 100 times, and they'll tell you that this is a winning strategy. It's going to double your account in a month, and then somehow the next week they'll come out with a new video, and now they have a strategy that's going to triple your account in 2 weeks. Sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? So today we are backtesting the backtesters. Who is in the Trader Hot Seat today? I saw this guy come up just a little bit ago. It's Trippa Trading. And this one did make me laugh. It was a 1-minute scalping strategy. And it should be right here on the top, yes. 97% win rate. Emojis with a dude's head exploding with money. I mean, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy's settings and set them up on TradingView, and I will run through those with you in just a moment. All right, so we've made it to tradingview.com. I've got the indicators set up, but let's run through those for you. First up, we are adding the EMA, the exponential moving average, right here. Once we add that to our chart, we can hover over and click on the cogwheel. Feel free to change the EMA line color to anything you'd like. If you're on a white chart, black is going to be good. And we will head over to inputs for the EMA and set this here to 200. Next up is the trend trader strategy from H. Potter, about 6,100 likes. We'll go ahead and use that. And once you add that on, you'll notice now all of the candlesticks on your chart have been recolored. Sort of a super trend looking thing right there. And last up is the shaft trend cycle STC indicator, a better MACD from Scalping. Something like that. I don't speak Italian. So we'll go ahead, we'll add that on. And now let's run over to our rules, our long condition. Price must first be rising above the 200 EMA. There's a few ways to read that. I mean, is this rising above the 200 EMA? Does the EMA need to be pointing up? From Trippa Trading's video, is it Trippa Trading? Yes. From his video, it appears that the EMA needs to be in an upward direction and price should be above it. So I'm going to follow this test using that sort of parameter. Price must also fall below the blue trend trader line and enter a pullback. This right here would be a pullback below this trend line, blue trend trader line. And you'll notice the bars do repaint red when it falls below. And you'll notice that when it rises above and closes above that blue line, they will flip green. So we're basically just looking for these candlesticks to turn red, cross back over the blue trend trader line and turn green. We are then looking for the shaft trend cycle to turn green, which we do have here. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead here and ensure that we are indeed above the EMA and that the 200 EMA is pointing up. And we are starting to see that now. We're starting to see some red candles. Let's see if we can get a green candle. Oh, okay, so we have a green cross here in the STC. We have a green candle here. And so we have a long condition. We will place our stop just below the last swing. And we will be setting a 1-to-1 profit target. And again, this is on the 1-minute chart. I am using Ethereum USD. It looked like he was using some sort of a cryptocurrency deal on his test, so I will be doing the exact same thing on mine here. Different symbol, but it is crypto. Different than the last video that we did, there is no other exit condition than it has to hit either our take profit or our stop loss. So we're not looking for anything to flip red. We're not waiting for any little flags to pop up and say sell. It either hits our take profit or it hits our stop loss, one of the two. And there we go. So we ended up in profit here. Again, assuming that we're using a $100 account size. We're risking 100, we gain 100. There's $100. let's look for a short condition now. Getting pretty close here to a short entry, I think. We're starting to see price pull back into the 200 EMA, and we can see just before here, this was where we took our practice long. So let's give this a little bit more time here and see if we can find a short. A big pullback. So the short conditions are just the opposite of the long. Price must be falling below the 200 EMA. We have that here for sure. Price must rise above the blue trend trader line and enter into a pullback, and that's what we have right here. Now we just need to wait for price to cross back over the blue trend trader line and turn red. If we can get a break here. There we go. Okay, and the shaft trend cycle must turn red, and we have that happening here. So this would be a short entry signal. The stop going just above that last swing. And again, aiming 1-to-1, our only exit conditions are it hits the stop or it hits the take profit. Let's see what happens. Okay, and that's another 100 in the books. I'm going to go ahead and flatten out the charts here, scroll back as far as I possibly can, and we will start the test. Looks like we are going back to the 24th of April 2022. This is Ethereum USD. Well, the results are in. Can I get a drum roll, please? Oof. Oof, not great. Not great at all. Trippa Trading in the hot seat, and boy, is that seat hot. 49 winners, 51 losers. The 100 trades took place over approximately 8 days, plus or minus a few hours. We don't need to pull out a calculator here to determine that a 1-to-1 win-to-loss ratio is not going to cut it if you are also risking 1-to-1. Even in strong trending markets, as you can see here, this indicator setup failed to perform, missing huge swings and providing some truly awful entries. In fact, the results here are likely worse than had you blindly bought and sold the 1-minute Ethereum USD over that 8-day span. Pretty rough. So then, who would you like to see next in the Trader Hot Seat? Which strategies would you like me to test? And do you have any faith in this strategy after seeing these results? Do you think maybe it just needs a few tweaks? I think you know my thoughts, but let me know yours in the comments below. Oh, and before you take off, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you find this content useful. It means more than you know. Until next time, take care. We'll see you soon.